Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Super Metroid Randomizer. Last episode, we got pretty far, getting the spin jump and screw attack, or rather space jump. I'm gonna see if we can get the thing that's up here, and then we will be finishing things up by going to Meridia and getting whatever's there. Alright. Let's get this going. There. That is what, exactly? I want to say that's the spring ball. I could be wrong. Either way, I have to follow this guy all the way back. I don't know why Nintendo decided to program this one guy to be like, hey, you have to use this, dude to get this treasure, but, like, you can't really use, space jump. You can use space jump to get onto the guy, but you can't actually use space jump to get the thing and turn into a ball. It's very hard. And I just may have to do that. Cat. Doesn't stay very long. Grappling beam. Yay. I can think of only one thing that I can really use that for now. And that's about it. Alright. Well, that was a thing, and to be honest, not very useful to me, because everything so far that has required grappling beam, I don't really need it anymore, because I have spin jump. Or space jump, rather. So there's that. I could really use the wave beam right now to upgrade the beam of plasma to be able to do more stuff, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I might just finish the game. I have so many super missiles and regular missiles. And I know where some of the regular missiles are, that if I needed them, I think I can just go for it. I've never had this many super missiles in game before, but I feel like I could actually waste them and I would be fine. Damn. Oh. That does that. I was really hoping that would be the spring ball, though. To be honest, I can get to any part of Meridia now with ease because of that. Alright, I have bomb now. Don't really need this, but I do have 40 power bombs. To the point where I kinda don't feel bad if I use it. Because at least it's gonna show me everything around me in a certain area, so... It's actually more useful than bombs now. But at least I have a get out of jail free card if I don't have any power bombs. To Meridia! Let's kill a Dragon. Not a dragon, Dragon. I also think that I'm going to re-add Screw Attack. Because there's going to be a lot of enemies that are going to be flying at me from all directions at this point, and since I have Space Jump, I don't really need to worry about them. And Grappling Beam, I'm sorry, but you came too late. So... Now the question would be, do I want to kill Dragon now or later? I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. Because there is a couple more things to get in Meridia in the upper corner. And say, if I manage to get to where I need to go... I'm not thinking about not... Okay, so I can't go to that room to kill Dragon because it's a steel door. Which means I'm gonna have to go that way anyway. Alright. By the way, if you hear fumbling, that's my cats. Again. They really love to play, so I'm sorry if you hear anything in the background. Alright. Nope, the only option I can see is actually going back to that spot, because that's actually a steel door. Never mind. Where I have to go is where I wanted to go for stuff anyway. Alright. By the way, the sand does make it harder to, screw attack properly. Okay. So if I would have kept going that way, I would have inevitably had to fight whatever's there. If we wrap around, there's some more stuff over there. Actually, I'm gonna go see if I can do anything about beating any of these bosses. I'll worry about getting other stuff later. Right now, I'm so stacked with energy and everything else, I don't really care about getting stuff. I just want to beat Dragon up. See what Dragon has. If I can. There's also something up there. That's why I need that. That's why I also need the spin attack for it. Now this, I believe, was originally supposed to house the spin ball. Or not the spin ball, the thing. So I wonder how this is gonna happen. What's this gonna happen to it? A bit concerned. Can I actually... No. I was gonna say I could probably screw attack that, but I can't, so I might as well let this guy live. Okay. What am I gonna do, though, if that's not jump ball? It's gonna be very bad for me, I can tell you that. Nothing like a little insurance in case things go wrong. believe this guy is the only one that can take out these dense sandboxes, too. Blocks, rather. Okay. Don't know what I'm gonna do if this is not jump ball. It is missiles. How on earth do I get out of here? Not worth it. And this is why it's good to have insurance. Like it never even happened. Okay. Okay. Enough of that tomfoolery. Okay, well that still leaves me with a predicament. Means I have to go all the way back anyway. Alright. Oops. Sorry, bud. Okay. Can't go there, actually, so I have to go actually all the way back to Meridia. Not Meridia. Well, another part of Meridia, I guess. Is this technically criteria? Okay. Well. Guess I go yonder ways. I think I could actually beat Ridley at this point. I actually have both items to beat the game. I have Screw Attack and I have Spin Jump, both of which were given to me by both of them. If it wasn't for the fact that I had to kill them both to get down to Mother Brain, I could probably go down there right now. Whether or not that would be better for my sanity because of the amount of stuff I have, I don't know. Because I know that she does take a certain amount of health from you. I don't remember how much that is. Okay. Alright. Oops. Let's see on the map. There are 2 items there, but they're not related to that, so I'm gonna just move on with that. It's just a way to get back to the other area. Now I'm in here. Go up first. Because this is easier to get stuff, and I need stuff right now. Missiles! Okay. Not the best, but it'll work. Okay. 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 Well. Super missiles! And super missiles. Okay. Don't think I'm supposed to have 105 of them. At all. But here we are. Okay. Hello, everybody, and I'm sorry for my cats. That happened again. Alright, well, let's just try to run down and get Dragon real quick. I have more than enough super missiles, I think, to take out practically every boss. And I'm sorry for the constant cuts, because my cats keep knocking my headphone jack out of place. That's what's happening. Eh. Alright. Meet again, Metroid areas. Alright. There's 2 items we can get right off the bat. Missiles. And X-ray scope. Okay. No real point in going to this area, I don't think, because this is actually a drop-off for sand. So we'll be going here. I really don't want to awaken the Metroids, but thankfully the beam is enough. Take care of them. Alright. This should be... Batwoon? Is that your name? He's not really an all that special boss. Notice he's just twirling, which he normally doesn't do, and he would usually spit at you at this point. Okay, and you're done. Alrighty. Let's try to get to the... Oh, that's very nice. Crap. Somehow it's harder with... And we're back. Sorry about that. Cats will be cats. Though I probably should, farm a little bit. Just 'cause I'm not that comfortable with my items right now as far as, super missiles is concerned. Forgot how much health these guys drop. Not really wanting to drop anything else, which is rather strange. Usually they would just keep dropping things until you were maxed at that, and then... Well, I suppose 92 is enough. We are down here again. That's where the sand led originally. So weird having both Screw Attack and Space Jump without having beaten either Ridley or Dragon. Oops. Okay. Try this again. Okay. Because I think... At least I could have sworn that was the easier way of getting that. Crap. Okay. Okay. Alright. There we go. Okay. Moving on. And we'll be getting to the next area in the next episode. See you guys then.